Hi guys and welcome. My name is Rico De Stefan. I'm a graphic designer, digital artist and photographer. And today I've got a very exciting tutorial for you. I will show you how to process this image on the screen right now and transform it into this image. You agree with me, this is a beautiful image. And by the way, if you're new to this channel, think of subscribing. If you like what you will see right now, think of liking the video and also do leave a comment down below. It really helps. Okay, a very important thing I wish to say right now is that photography is more than just going out and shooting something. Photography is also and has got a lot to do with post-processing your images. And many times you might go out, you shoot or whatever, a portrait or something like this. You shoot and you find yourself with a photo that does not always look the way you saw it when you were there or when you shot it. And that's where the magic of post-processing gets in. Some people believe that this is faking images or cheating. For me personally, it's not cheating. It's really an art. It's about bringing your vision to life. And by the way, enough of talking, let's get to the image. Let's see how we will be working on this image. The first thing we will do, let me just delete this. Don't worry, we will recreate the image in a few seconds. Okay, the first idea here is to, first of all, let me first convert this image to a smart object. Okay, and let's talk about the image right now before going anywhere. As you can see, this image is a beautiful image, but when you look at the sky, you look at the blues, you look at the scene, for example, right now, we're here. This is a beautiful photo. And by the way, link in the description to this original image where you can download it and play with it later. Okay, this image is a beautiful image. That's a great image. But personally for me, I want to bring out a little bit more details. I want to bring out the blues. I want to just brighten this part a little bit and make the whole image look really stunning. And that's where personally, as I said, I don't believe that we're cheating, sorry, when we post-process our image, because the blue is already in that image. We want to bring it out. We want to brighten this part here, down here in the image. And to do that, we will be using post-processing. First of all, I converted my image to a smart object. Okay, right click on this here and convert to smart object. What you might ask yourself, why is he doing this? Simply because I want to have a non-destructive workflow. Simply I want to add a filter to this image, and I want to be able to control it and go back to that filter. You will understand that in a second. Okay, I've got this selected. I will go into filter. Okay, and I will choose camera raw filter. Okay, that's where the magic will start. Camera raw is it's integrated. If you've got Photoshop CC especially, it's integrated into your Photoshop version as a filter. It's just like Lightroom. It does almost every single thing Lightroom does, and you can create stunning things with this. And let's get started. We will be working in the basic tab first of all. Okay, the basic tab is where you do all your basic corrections. For example, you can color balance, you can correct your light, you can correct exposure, and so on and so forth. And we will not get into much detail with this. We might do that in another episode, but let's get started. The first thing I will do, I want to bring a little bit more detail into that sky. To do that, I will bring down my highlight. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see that? Look at that. Here, I move that down, and look at that. I come up with something like this. In terms of the shadows, what I'm gonna do, I want to bring in a little bit more details here in the dark parts here in the shadows. To do that, I will push that up a little bit. Look at this. It will bring it here, and to bring a little bit more detail into that thing here. and we will touch the white points here in the image. And what I'm gonna do, I will just spread it slightly to about here, 42, 43. And then the blacks, I will just, let's push it to about here, okay? We don't need to do a lot with it, okay? Then I will touch the texture. The texture is again certain details in your image. I will push that just slightly, okay? As you can see, we're not adding any additional things that's outside this image here. We're just correcting the image. Okay, let's touch the clarity just a little bit here, and the dehaze. I love the dehaze, this dehaze slider in camera raw. Simply, you know, dehaze is when you look at an image, especially at the distance, you can look here, you can see here, it's like fog. It's like fog, but it's not fog, of course, but it's an atmospheric phenomenon that happens when in nature. When you look at it here, for example, the further the thing in an image, the fader, the paler you will see it appear. Okay, when I use this, let's see, I push this here, look what happens. It kind of decrease the amount of haze that was in the image. If I push it down here, it will do something like this, but let's do something controllable here and push this to about here. I think about here is good. If I do this, look at that. Before, after, before, after. Isn't that beautiful? I love this edit. I love this. Okay, we will not touch anything here. The colors for me are good. Everything is fine. And as you can see, I could take any image that was shot and it looked like this, and I transformed it into something like this in a matter of minutes. Maybe I'm taking a little bit more time because at the same time I'm talking, okay? And yeah, let's press OK. Let's press OK. Okay, let's click OK here. And as you can see, look at that. This is my original image. Look at that. I love this. This is beautiful. Too good. Okay, that's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. I asked you to convert the image into a smart object simply because smart objects allow us to work in a non-destructive way. After adding this filter here to this image, look here, the camera raw filter is here, and I can go back to the image and do some more work or adjustments to the image. And in fact, I will do this right now. I can do this by double clicking on this. It will reopen camera raw for me, and I just did that so that I can show you how you can go back and forth into your edits. Okay, well, I want to add a kind of graduated filter to that sky to kind of darken this slightly. Okay, let's just, I'm holding shift on my keyboard to make sure that it stays straight. Okay, then I will move this down just slightly, to something like this. Okay, what I want is to draw the attention more to the center of this image. I will add a second one. Okay, I will just click here, and I will hold shift, of course, to about here. Let's put this to about here so that I can, okay, I can do something like this. I can press OK now. I can click OK. But we've got this here. Look at this image. This is a beautiful image. We just did that in a matter of seconds, just like this. Look at that. Okay, but just before we finish this image, here's what we're gonna do. I love doing that to most of my landscape photos, and you will see how beautiful, how good that is. I will come here, select this first of all, select my layer, and I will come here to my effects, my adjustments button here, and I will go to color lookup. Okay, and from the 3D look file here, click on this, and I will select a preset that already exists here, and I love using this. You can choose anything you want. Okay, and as you can see, look at that, it adds a little bit more drama to the image. Here is where you're applying your personal vision. You want to create something unique, something that you love, something that you like. If you don't like it, you can remove it, but I love it. And by the way, you can even control it, how intense this effect is on your layer, on your image. Okay, I will come here, and what I'm gonna do, let me zoom in a little bit so that you can see what's going on. I will come here to the blending tabs here, the drop down menu, and I will come here to about soft light. Look at this. Without it, this is the effect, but look at that. That's where it makes the image pop, and it makes the image even stronger, even better. And I love this. I love it this way. Look at this. And then if it's too intense, I can always control that by using the opacity slider here to bring it down to about here. But personally, I love it. I like it here, but I don't like it that much in that area. That's where your mask will come in and will be really useful. Okay, to control that here, the intensity of this here in this spot, what I'm gonna do, when I added this color lookup, you will see this white rectangle here. This is a mask. This is a mask, your mask thumbnail, the mask option. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click on it, and I will make sure that my foreground color is black here. If it's not, for example, let me show you. If it's something like this, or I don't know, let me just do this. If it's something like this, just to show you, just to illustrate, so that you're not confused with that. Okay. If it's something like this, okay, when you want to use it, you just press D on your keyboard, and it will go back to this color. So let's click on this back. Okay, press D. Okay, it will just go back to the default. Okay, if the foreground color is not black, what you can do is press X on your keyboard. It will go like this. Okay, let's select the brush, go to your brush tool. Okay, go to your brush tool, and make sure that you're using a soft brush here. Okay, make sure your brush you're using a little really soft brush here. Okay, so like that. And then what I'm gonna do, I will leave the opacity at 100, and the flow, maybe move it down to about 75. Okay, and what I'm gonna do, when we talk about masking, normally black will conceal and white will reveal. If I want to hide this part here, what I need to do is to paint with black so that it hides it. Okay, so it's on black here. I will be using black color, and make sure this is selected here. And when I paint, look at that, it will remove the effect from the bottom part of this image. But I don't want to use 100%, I want to use 50%. I want to remove it only 50% from the image here. Okay, let's do that, 50% here. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna paint it just like this here, and somewhere about here I will be good to go. Okay, as you paint, you will see here in your layers panel on this little rectangle, it's painting here. And a little tip here is that every time you paint on it, it's for example, if you're hiding thing, every time you paint with black, it will remove it by 50%. Okay, and I want also to just bring this down a little bit, slightly, not that much, not completely, but to about here. Okay, and now here's the final image. Okay, we got the image from here. Let's remove this. We got the image from here, from this, and we transform the image to this, and then to add some more pops to this image, what we did this, and here it is. This is a beautiful image. And by the way, believe me or not, we have different ways to accomplish, to realize those kinds of edits in Photoshop. But Using Camera Raw already give you every single tool you need to create this image. You have not cheated the image, you have not modified the image, you have not changed the color from, I don't know, from one to another. You just post-process the image, bring out the details that you want so that you get that beautiful image, that beautiful magazine-like images that you see. As you can see, it's not impossible, it's not difficult to accomplish this. The thing is that you just need to know how to do that. Okay, that was it for this tutorial. If you liked it, don't forget hit that like button. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment down below, that helps us out a lot. And until next time, this is goodbye from me. Bye bye.